Farm to table, locally sourced. Food buzz terms, yes, but they do signify a trend. Consumers seem to care more than ever about where their food comes from and how it impacts the environment.
The food system is presently suffering because of exactly that. We've seen what happened with the drought, what's been happening over in Europe. They've lost massive amounts of crops. Here in the US, I'm encouraged by how many people are modifying their eating habits.
Adam Malonis is CEO and founder of Chew.
We're a food and beverage innovation lab. We are inventing and reinventing the food system, making it more delicious, nutritious, sustainable, profitable, and scalable, but making it available to the masses.
The last part is key. Available to the masses. After nearly 2 decades as a chef in some of the world's best restaurants, Malonis says he got tired of making good food just for the wealthy. At Chew, scientists and chefs work side by side to help food companies solve pressing problems, making food sustainably, making a snack with less sugar but just as tasty, or with more nutrients. We can't say more than that. Everything here is top secret, don't you know? But they did share details of one recipe.
We had the privilege to work on a very specific project designed for India, where we actually packed these products full of so much micro and macronutrition that we actually, through clinicals, we could actually demonstrate that we were counteracting the effects of both stunting and wasting amongst children.
Nutrient-packed snacks could be beneficial and possibly necessary in the future given the world's exploding population. There are currently just under 7.9 billion on the planet, 9 billion expected by 2050.
How are those people going to be fed? You need to go in and excise these, right?
Albert Kausch is on a mission to answer that question. He's a food scientist at the University of Rhode Island.
I mean, what are you going to do? Chop down the rest of the Amazon? I don't think that's a great idea. So we have to work on technologies that will improve agriculture, food, sustainability.
Kausch believes a technology called CRISPR, a tool for editing genomes, could be the answer.
We can cut, edit, paste, delete, insert, just like your Microsoft program, except it's in DNA. No, what this allows is us to develop new traits by taking changes that are very small, not inserting foreign DNA, but just using it as an advanced breeding tool. You want to change a trait that would make a plant more drought tolerant or increase nutrition?
Kausch is using CRISPR to develop stronger sorghum plants. Haven't heard of this cereal crop? Well, common in warmer climates, sorghum can be ground into flour and is one of the most widely consumed grains in the world.
We have, in our lab, investigated controlling male and female development in plants. This will allow us to make hybrids. This increases yield and basic plant health.
Stronger plants may help feed a growing population, but it's not enough. Animal meat production, especially protein-packed beef, is unsustainable. What if humans could get the nutritional benefit of beef somewhere else? Perhaps a smaller, multi-legged creature?
A trend towards thinking towards alternate diets is now becoming more and more popular as we see the impacts that we're having on our environment because of our dietary needs.
2,000 gallons of water are required to produce 1 pound of beef. For 1 pound of cricket protein, just 1 gallon of water is needed. Catherine Spilios, a biology professor at Boston University, studies bugs and eats them.
They are delicious. On a per gram basis of protein, insects deliver a big punch. They are high in protein and high in fat as well, which is an important dietary component.
And bugs, have to say, are getting less, how should we say, buggy looking. In fact, there are bugs in these chips, or chirps as they're called, made from crickets. Chirps were created by 2 Harvard roommates. Co-founder Laura DeSaro spoke to us via FaceTime.
So we see chirps as really just the beginning, because we can use insects to replace all sorts of less sustainable proteins. So we're imagining this world where you could walk into a restaurant and you could order a beef burger or a chicken burger or a bug burger.
We gotta eat.
Anthony and I think we'll start with just chirps for now.
Cricket protein.
It's tasty. It's like,
I'm getting a little barbecue flavor, not a lot of cricket.
I'm not getting a lot of cricket.
Look, it's fair to say, right? If you didn't know, if someone handed you one of these and you tasted it, you wouldn't say, oh, this tastes like bugs, right? No. I mean, it's basically like a chip.
Tastes like chips. Chirps are packed with protein, 5 grams of protein in each bag of chirps. Compare that to 7 grams of protein for every 1 ounce of beef. And Mark Cuban is a fan of the crickets. He offered the founders $100,000 when they were on Shark Tank. Up next, the future of fast food.